Hey everyone, sorry I wasn't paying attention to the time on my camera and I ran out of time, so I'll continue where I left off with the previous one. So I was explaining the steps, so I was in process of cleaning up from emptying out the solution lines, what you're going to want to do if you haven't finished using your solution up, which I have not. You're going to want to empty it out and then fill up this reservoir with just clean water. So I guess now I'm kind of going all over the place. I guess you should, only do that process about removing these hoses and everything after you've run clean water through it, because then you're, like I said, you're going to have to go through that process again. And they want you to just do that to flush out the lines, to clean out the pump and make sure there's no residue. And then when you're done with that, then go ahead and remove the pressure while the machine is off and take off the solution tubes, let them drain and then suck up that water. And you can also disconnect it from here or take just the wand and suck out any additional water left in here. Or just tilt it upside down and shove a rag in there, or just leave it upside down until it's completely dry. Not the end of the world if a little bit of water stays in here. And you need to remove this part, obviously, to take off the top part to dump it. So I'll go ahead and do that right now and show you what we picked up doing that little bit. Actually, a little dirtier than I thought it would be. Kinda surprised. So, and then this area doesn't get too dirty, so you just want to wipe anything here, clean this filter out, rinse it, and make sure everything is dry. Make sure this is completely dry before attaching the lid. Best to just leave it off for a day. If you got like a utility room or a laundry room like I do somewhere out of the way, you can just leave it there and then come back to it in a day or a couple of days and just reassemble it. But the key to these machines are, and why a lot of them go bad, is, like I've said in other videos, is people rinse out the dirty water tank and then just assemble it, and all that moisture just builds up in there, and it eventually starts to do damage to the bearings. So, huge thing, how to make your machine last longer. Just take these little steps about keeping everything dry. I mean, it's a good rule of thumb with anything with water in the machine, is to just, once you're done, just dry everything up. So, so yeah, as I said before, you want to clean these out and just suck up clean water, and when I detach the hose, I just hang it over a bracket on a door, so if letting it run for a couple minutes before didn't dry it out, well, it will dry out on its own that way. So yeah, so for not having a power brush option like a lot of these upright ones do, it provides good results, and surprisingly these bristles are long, but they're pretty stiff. So oh, and I should mention that there is a little tool here if you need to clean out the nozzle. If it's plugged, this little spray nozzle, you can take off the hose and shove this in there. If you got buildup, probably from not cleaning it when you're done, as I've said, with the clean water. But yeah, I mean, it's nice that you can do the pump separately, and you can go ahead and work an area with the suction off, and then go back and suck it over, and I think the results are pretty on par with a regular machine, because you're controlling how much brushing action you want. So, and like a machine, you just gotta trust that it's doing the job. So you have a little bit more control with this, with the brushes, where you can, you know, like I said, you can manually do it. You manually do it yourself, and until you see the area come clean. Whereas a upright, you got to keep going back over and back over. You really can't put any more pressure on it. So one good benefit to these. So yeah, cool machines. Too bad they don't make these anymore. I'm sure that there would still be a market for these, but maybe not. Maybe that's why they don't make them. The new one that they make looks just, it's laughable. I haven't tried it, but it just doesn't look like it'd be effective at all. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this little video. So let me know what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe, and have a great rest of your day.